we got to the editing bay and we isolated all the different microphones that we had hidden, and we were closed up on her, and it like blew my mind that she said that. Hey, I'm Eric Andre. I'm ranking some of the best pranks from the Eric Andre Show. I mean, they're all my darlings. I would give them all A's if I could, but I think that wouldn't make for like a less fun segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some bad news. I did not get the job at Froot Loops. My body is now your communion. Please eat from me. Eat from me.
Froot Loops is an S. Was one of the most quoted bits. The Subway bits I hold in high esteem. It's the perfect audience. It's just a sardine can full of marks. It is just like there's tons of humanity stacked on top of each other in the subway. I derive a lot of inspiration from the New York subway. I love the New York subway. I get a lot of I brainstorm on the New York subway, and it is just full of people that do not want to talk to a stranger at all, and they're just like hot-blooded New Yorkers.
I got nothing. Don't you care? I didn't get the job. I didn't get the job at Froot Loops.
Seinfeld prank's a big one. I'd give that like a B. Yeah, anytime you shoot a prank in an interior location, you got to get permission from the owner, and you pay them a location fee. But you're not pranking the owner, so his employees or her employees are not necessarily in on it. Or if they have to be in on it for logistics, like let's say your camera crew needs to be in there all morning setting up cameras, then you just don't feature them in the edit. We never fake a reaction, or we never have like an employee going, oh, on camera.
This is a bag of my feces. That's right,
Michelle,
honey.
come on.
It is enough for you.
That's not right.
You gotta consider like an interior is much harder to shoot than an exterior for hitting camera, because you have to build, they're called hides. You have to build camera hides. So you have to build all these like fake walls and fake like pieces of furniture that have secret cameras hidden in them. And that takes like hours in the morning. The camera crew in the art department have to like get in there and build.
I found this rat on the train. I rescued a rat from the subway. Isn't he cute? He was dying and I pushed on his chest to resuscitate him.
Why you got it on your shit?
I'm trying to find the original owner. He's pissing and shitting all down my collar.
Subway rat's an S. That's one of my favorite because it has a mind-blowing dismount. I'm like, I'll go, I'm sorry, I have a crush on you. And this woman that was like about to beat me up goes, well, I have a crush on you too.
What's wrong with you?
You got a husband?
You say something.
Okay, all right. Hey.
Problem, you want to get one.
Sorry, I think you're beautiful. I have a crush on you. Secret's out.
Shut the up.
Okay.
I got a question on you.
And I didn't even know that she said that until we got to the editing bay and we isolated all the different microphones that we had hidden, and we were closed up on her, and it like blew my mind that she said that.
Okay.
I got a question on
This show sucks, man.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah. You got any?
That's an S.
Flavorflame and Hannibal have both denied that it actually happened.
Dude, Hannibal, well, I'm here to undeny it. Hannibal kicked Flavor Flav in the mother face.
Dude, you should see the text that Flavor Flav sent me after that came out. It's like, you know, one of those texts that you just keep scrolling and you don't get to the bottom of it. He's like, all I'm saying is, if you come to Las Vegas, watch out. My people are in Vegas. And I was like, I'm not coming. I'm relax.
man. But
Yeah. You got any?
Teen Go, I would give a C. Teen Go could have been better. I think the issue with it is we didn't really cover any reactions. But with the prank, I realized, especially after making the movie, you really want interactions with the people you're pranking. You want them on the hook, verbal, when they're just like, it doesn't get a big laugh from the audience. The thing I give an S to, which is the greatest prank we pulled off, I think, for the history of the show, was this like one where I come out of the East River wearing cement shoes as if I was murdered by a mafia.
Help! Help me!
Shit, bro, what happened, man?
I got pushed out of a boat.
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
That shit concrete, bro.
And the guy that we pranked is so on the hook with this ridiculous, quasi-unbelievable premise, and we did not think it was going to work. The first guy we did it on, he just like ran away.
You lucky to be living. Take a seat right here for a minute, bro. Just chill out, man. Gather yourself, brother.
Tony Pizza, I think his name is.
Not only was he on the hook and very talkative, you want to get the marks talking, but like he bought every twist and turn of our ludicrous plot. Even when the mobster comes up and I'm hiding behind the truck, and
I'm looking for a guy like that. You look like this? Huh? Tell me where he is. Little extra money?
Nah, brother, man.
Make you a little deal. $20 off.
he was just so like charismatic and interesting as a human being. That I give an S. That is like my favorite Eric Hunter show prank.
Yo, what the f is going on right now?
Attempting to rap while blindfolded, each contestant will have to make it through the soiled underwear, mousetrap plank, ball swing alley, and the snake pit in order to take home the win.
Warrior Ninja has got to be an S. Just because it's such a fan favorite. So high stakes. These rappers that you only see in the most swagoo, cool, like, appearances on television get to like be like humble and they get to be tortured.
I'm balling on your bitch ass. I don't know where I'm going, but I feel like I'm trapping on y'all niggas.
What do you have to say for yourself?
What are you talking about? Where do you stand? What is happening?
What about the photos, ma'am? Do you think the photos are going to play a role?
Are you serious?
That I'd give a C or a D. I think like the issue with that is you want people to buy it when you're pranking them. If they're just kind of like smiling and like, huh, what, huh? It's like, you're not going to get a big laugh. But that was like the early days when I had no idea what the was it. Like the first two seasons of the show don't really count. I love that it was like Amy Schumer, Hannibal, and Eddie Pepitone in it. I love that group of people together. So it was no fault of the performers.
Wait, Amy Schumer is one of the reporters?
Yeah. It was like right before she got famous. She goes, even on that day when we filmed, she was like, dude, Comedy Central's giving me my own TV show. I was like, get the f*** out of here. She's like, yeah, we start filming in a month. And then she just went in a rocket ship.
Due process in the court of law and all that stuff. Look at my suit.
I know some like D's and F's. Like season 1, we had like stuff. They weren't even pranks. They were like sub pranks where we were just like, we didn't know what we were doing. We would just like go outside and I would like, catch a pizza with my teeth. They were just like kind of visual eye candy palate cleansers, we called them. I would say at the time they weren't D's and F's. They didn't evolve along with the show. I think when you cut out of the studio, you got to give the audience a high stakes hidden camera prank or it's kind of like boring and pointless.
You've been on Fart Splosion this entire time.
Fart Splosion, I'll give that an A. It just like makes me crack up every time, and it's very meta. It's like it's not about the prank part of it. It's about like in a prank show making fun of prank shows.
Here's $5. Here's $5. Here's $5.
Did they ever find out that they weren't on a show called Fart Splosion?
I don't know. I don't know if they watch. I don't keep in touch with the people I prank afterwards.
When you're on Fart Splosion, you make money, and we all farted before you guys got here.
Come here.
Those are okay. I'd give that like a C. That guy made that bit. If I didn't have that reaction.
Oh, wow. Hey, pizza.
That was like just got kind of fishing and getting lucky. Like I talked to Tom Green a while ago about like the old days when he would start shooting. He was like, I would just shoot for 12 hours until I ran into a psychopath. And then I'd be like, yeah, I got a psychopath. That guy, though, he was like, F you guys, I hate you, rah, 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 rah. We were trying to get him to sign the release, and he's like, I ain't signing no release form, F you, we hate your guts. And then one of our release PAs were like, we'll give you $20 and a new slice of pizza. And then he was like, oh, shit, y'all are all right. Okay, cool, yeah. Well, when's this come out? If they're really pissed off, you know, you give them a couple bucks for their troubles, but for the most part, you're just like, hey, we're in a hidden camera prank show. Can you sign this release?
Can I borrow your phone? Oh, shit. Yeah, really? All right, let's go.
You need a new desk.
That was one of the only kind of scripted things we ever did. That was the early days. That's why I said the first 2 seasons don't count. Okay, so here's the story. Season 2, we almost got Levar Burton on the show. And we were like, let's have him dress like Kunta Kinte and Geordie LaForge and talk about Reading Rainbow. Then he dropped out, or we couldn't get a hold of him, but we had those props. And then Lance Reddick wanted to do the show. And he wasn't fazed by any of the things we were trying to prank him with in the interview. So we were just like, can you just punch the desk and then go backstage and put on LeVar Burton's outfit and say you wish you were LeVar Burton? Because if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have had an interview. But he was like kind of one of the only guests we ever had where we just like did a little sketch with him.
Motherfucker. I wish I were LeVar Burton. F all y'all. F all y'all. Warp speed, don't rainbow read me.
And then after that, we realized like, oh, we can't have any fake reactions because they not only don't feel good, but they jeopardize all the strife we go through to get the real reactions from everybody else. That one kind of scripted moment jeopardizes the other 19 interviews we do for the season. Because I'm constantly trying to convince people, yes, these are real. Yes, the guests are not in on it. Yes, I'm pranking them. I have to do, like, there's so much labor that goes into that. It's so ironic, like, reality TV shows that aren't real, that are completely scripted, everybody buys as real. Like, oh my God, did you watch The Bachelor last night? I can't believe that bitch did blah, 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 blah. And you're like, that's a fake. It's scripted. It's completely scripted, like a soap opera, like General Hospital. And everybody buys as real. Me and my crew, who are killing, getting like people are threatening my life, brandishing weapons. I have to like go on like such a campaign to convince that like this is real. Or maybe like, oh yeah, but that one prank though, that was fake, right? I'm like, no, but like top to bottom, every prank is real. I think that's why the Alex Jones, the RNC video was so successful, because like it was like so clearly real.
I mean, you seem like you're upset. I want you to have sex with my wife.
Like you couldn't be like, yeah, all those alt-right Nazi guys and Alex Jones, they were in on it. Like, no, like clearly, like I was putting myself in peril.
I'm trying to get on stage.
I'm Eric Andre. Those have been my rankings. If you want to see more of my pranks, check out my new prank movie, Bad Trip, on Netflix.